My behavior change project focused on a 13-year-old male, Fergus. Fergus is in the 7th grade and attends a facility school for children with developmental disabilities in a large metropolitan city. Fergus is in a classroom with 4 other students. Each student in the classroom is assigned to a one-on-one paraprofessional. There is 1 special education teacher in the classroom. Additional support is provided by 4 behavior technicians. Due to global developmental delays, Fergus underwent genetic testing when he was 5 years old, resulting in a diagnosis of Smith-Magenis syndrome, SMS. SMS occurs in approximately 1 in every 25,000 births. Individuals diagnosed with SMS typically experience cognitive impairments, impulsivity, scoliosis, maladaptive behaviors, stereotypy, sleep disturbances, and developmental delays, including communication, living skills, and socialization. The target behavior for this project was hugging. Hugging was chosen due to the importance of stranger danger and keeping Fergus safe in his environment. Hugging was defined as the act of or attempt to wrap one or both arms around another peer or staff member's body with or without squeezing. Hugging may include Fergus resting his head on another person's upper torso. Hugging does not include when Fergus reaches for a staff member's arm or places his arm on a staff member's arm whilst walking, giving a high five, or a fist bump. The goal of this intervention was to decrease Fergus's hugging behavior in the school setting. The hugging behavior was measured using a partial interval recording system. If the behavior occurred during the interval, a plus sign was circled. If the behavior did not occur, a minus sign was circled. The behavior was tracked Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. Discrimination training was implemented to teach Fergus who was an appropriate person to hug. The discrimination training was conducted in the classroom at Fergus's desk and utilized pictures of family members, school staff, classroom peers, and strangers from the internet. Trials were conducted daily in 15-minute sessions. Fergus was asked, "Who can you hug at home?" Least and most prompting was used to help Fergus discriminate between individuals. A token economy was used as reinforcement. For every correct answer, Fergus received verbal praise paired with $1, which could later be spent at the school store. Prior to the intervention, a preference assessment was conducted which determined the token economy was reinforcing. Data was collected on what level of prompt Fergus required in order to achieve a correct response. Additionally, if Fergus attempted a hug at school, staff would block the hug and state, "Hugging is for home, but I like high fives," and then model receiving a high five. If the hug was made towards someone other than the staff working with Fergus, that staff would block the hug and then state, "Hugging is for home, but you can ask if he or she would like a high five." This intervention used an ABAB design. During baseline, the hugging behavior occurred 18.8% of the day. During the initial phase of discrimination training, the hugging behavior decreased to 12.6% of the day. While the reversal phase was implemented, the hugging behavior increased back to 16% of the day, but that's still a 2.2% decrease from baseline. When the discrimination training was re-implemented, the hugging behavior continued to decrease, this time to 5% of the day, which is a dramatic increase of 13.8% from baseline. IOA and treatment integrity data were collected with 100% agreement during each phase of the study. Maintenance data will be collected 4 weeks after the conclusion of this study. This timeframe was chosen as the dynamics of the classroom staff will change as 3 of the paraprofessionals are moving into new positions on campus. New paraprofessionals will be added to the classroom and will receive training on Fergus's diagnosis, history, behaviors, and intervention. Data will be collected with each paraprofessional with whom Fergus works to ensure generalization amongst the staff. Although the intervention was effective in reducing Fergus's hugging behavior, it was limited as it was only conducted in one environment, the school. The study was also limited by the small sample of only 1 individual diagnosed with SMS. Continuation of this intervention could be generalized to additional community locations and his home environment. Additionally, as the intervention progresses, the frequency of token reinforcement will be faded and treatment fidelity will be still taken to prevent observer drift.